Akash Saraf is a talented young pianist living in Pune. In a rather unusual experiment to sharpen his musical abilities, he pretends to be blind. He believes that taking away his sense of sight will heighten his sense of sound and improve his piano skills. To commit to the act, he even wears opaque contact lenses while playing. One day, while crossing the street, Akash is accidentally knocked down by a woman named Sophie. She quickly helps him up, and during their conversation, she learns that Akash is a pianist. Impressed by his calm demeanor and talent, Sophie offers him a chance to play regularly at her father's restaurant. Akash agrees. As time passes, the two grow closer, and a romantic relationship blossoms between them. Inspired by Sophie and curious to actually see her, Akash stops using the opaque lenses and begins to pretend he's blind without them. Things take a dramatic turn when a former film actor named Pramod Sinha notices Akash's piano performance at the diner and invites him to give a private performance at his home for his wedding anniversary. When Akash arrives at the Sinha residence, he is greeted by Simi, Pramod's wife. Seeing that Akash is blind, or so she believes, and aware that a nosy neighbor is watching, Simi lets him in. Inside the apartment, while Akash begins to play the piano, he notices something terrifying, Pramod's lifeless body lying nearby. However, since he is pretending to be blind, he must continue playing as if he has seen nothing. He also spots another man, Manohar, hiding in the bathroom, holding a gun. Akash keeps playing while Simi and Manohar quietly clean the crime scene and stuff the body into a suitcase right in front of him. Shaken by what he has seen, Akash goes to the police to report the murder. But he quickly realizes that Manohar is a police inspector himself. Left with no safe way to speak out, Akash covers up his real reason for visiting the station by saying that his cat has gone missing. Meanwhile, Simi's elderly neighbor, Mrs. Disa, who had seen a strange man enter the flat the day of the murder, tells a police officer about it. Simi, overhearing this conversation, fears exposure and kills Mrs. Disa by pushing her off the balcony. Akash, who had come to give a piano lesson to Pramod's daughter, arrives just in time to witness the aftermath but continues pretending to be blind. Simi later visits Akash's home, bringing offerings from the temple. While Akash makes coffee for them, she quietly poisons his drink. As she watches him closely, Akash purposely spills the coffee, trying to maintain the illusion of blindness. But Simi isn't fooled, she sees through his act. Akash tries to lie and promises to leave for London, claiming he won't reveal anything about what he's seen. Still, she gives him the poisoned offering, and he collapses. Later, a child from the neighborhood, who had always been skeptical of Akash's blindness, records a video showing Akash walking around normally and fully able to see. The child shares this with Sophie. When she arrives at Akash's apartment, she sees the room staged to make it look like Akash and Simi have slept together. Heartbroken and betrayed, she leaves. When Akash wakes up, he realizes that he is now actually blind. Simi has taken his eyesight. Soon after, Manohar comes to Akash's apartment to kill him. Akash narrowly escapes and faints after crashing into a telephone pole. He wakes up in an illegal organ harvesting clinic, run by a corrupt doctor named Dr. Swami, along with his assistants, Murli and Sakhu. Initially intending to use Akash for organ harvesting, the group decides to spare him after he claims to have valuable information that could earn them millions. Believing him, they kidnap Simi and stage her suicide, using the situation to blackmail Manohar. However, greed takes over. Murli and Sakhu betray Akash, tying both him and Simi up in an abandoned building, hoping to take the ransom money themselves. At the planned exchange point, Manohar appears and shoots Murli. But in a chaotic turn of events, he gets trapped in an elevator and accidentally kills himself. The money everyone was after turns out to be counterfeit. Simi, still tied up with Akash, helps him free himself. Akash removes her blindfold and tries to find a way out for both of them. But Simi tricks him. Once free, she attacks him. Swami arrives just in time, and after a short struggle, he and Akash knock Simi out. They tie her up and load her into the trunk of a car. As they drive away, Swami reveals his real plan. Simi has a rare blood type, and her organs would fetch millions on the black market. He even suggests using her corneas to restore Akash's vision. However, Simi regains consciousness in the trunk. When Swami pulls over to sedate her again, she overpowers him, takes control of the car, and drives off with Akash still in the backseat. Akash, thinking Swami is still driving, pleads for Simi to be released. Simi then throws him out of the car and attempts to run him over. But fate intervenes. Ahare jumps into her path, distracting her. She loses control of the car and crashes, dying instantly. 2 years later, Akash is performing at a musical gig in Krakow, Poland. Sophie happens to be in the audience and meets him again after all this time. Curious about what really happened, she asks him. Akash tells her the whole story. She remarks that he should have gone along with Swami's plan. As Akash walks away, he knocks a can out of his path with his cane, hinting that he may have indeed taken Simi's corneas and can now see again. In the end, Akash's journey is one of deception, survival, and unexpected transformation. What began as an artistic experiment turned into a life-threatening game of lies, betrayal, and justice. Every choice led him deeper into a dark world where nothing was as it seemed. While justice was never truly served through the system, fate played its part. As Akash walks away, perhaps seeing the world again, we are left with a deeper question, not just about what he gained, but what he had to let go of to survive. In a world full of illusions, sometimes, it's not the truth that haunts us, but the price we pay to protect it.